South Korea, the land of the morning calm. Why is South Korea so unique? How did a country that was once one of the poorest in the world become one of the most advanced nations on Earth? And why has South Korean culture become so influential across the globe? South Korea is home to some of the world's largest technology companies. Seoul is a city that often feels like it belongs in the future. A place where giant skyscrapers, neon lights, and cutting-edge technology have become part of everyday life. Every year, millions of people travel to South Korea. Imagine living in a country where technology is woven into nearly every part of daily life. Yet behind the modern cities and technological innovation lies a culture shaped by centuries of history and tradition. A culture built on hard work, respect, and an extraordinary drive for success. But that's only part of the story. So how did South Korea become so unique? To understand why South Korea is so unique, we first need to understand its culture. Because many of the things South Korea is famous for today didn't happen by accident. The country's success is built on values that have shaped Korean society for generations. Hard work, discipline, education, and a constant desire to improve. These ideas can still be seen almost everywhere in modern South Korea. Education plays an especially important role. For many students, a school doesn't end when classes are over. Many continue studying late into the evening. Success in education is often seen as one of the most important paths to success in life. And that mindset has helped create one of the most highly educated populations in the world. Respect is also deeply rooted in Korean culture. Age and experience are often treated with great importance. The language people use can even change depending on who they are speaking to. For many visitors, this strong sense of respect is one of the first things they notice. For centuries, Korean society was influenced by traditions that emphasize respect, education, and family. Across the country, ancient temples, historic palaces, and centuries-old traditions still serve as reminders of that past. Even today, these historic landmarks remain an important part of Korean identity. But perhaps one of the most important values is the desire to keep moving forward. Over the past few decades, South Korea has transformed at an incredible speed. And many people have grown up believing that hard work and determination can create a better future. That way of thinking helped turn South Korea into one of the world's leading economies. A country known for innovation, technology, and global influence. And perhaps nowhere is that transformation more visible than in Seoul. To understand South Korea, we first need to see its capital for ourselves. For many visitors, arriving in Seoul feels like stepping into the future. Towering skyscrapers, giant digital screens, neon lights stretching across entire districts, and some of the fastest internet speeds in the world. It's a city that never seems to slow down. More than 25 million people live in the greater Seoul metropolitan area, making it one of the largest urban areas on Earth. Yet despite its size, the city often feels surprisingly efficient. Modern technology is everywhere, from high-speed trains and cashless payments to delivery services that can bring almost anything directly to your door. In many ways, Seoul has become a symbol of modern South Korea, a country that transformed itself in just a few generations. But Seoul is about much more than technology. The city has become one of the cultural capitals of Asia. K-pop can be heard almost everywhere. The nightlife is incredible and known all around the world. Korean dramas are watched by millions of people around the world. And entire districts are filled with shops, cafes, and entertainment venues that attract visitors from across the globe. Places like Gangnam, Hongdae, and Myeongdong have become famous far beyond South Korea. For many visitors, walking through these streets feels like stepping into a different world. A world of bright lights, endless energy, and constant innovation. And when the sun goes down, the city transforms once again. Restaurants filled with people, the streets come alive, and entire neighborhoods begin to glow with energy. But South Korea isn't only exporting technology and innovation, it's exporting its culture. Today, Korean music, television, fashion, and beauty trends reach millions of people around the world. And few countries have had a cultural impact quite like South Korea. South Korea's influence doesn't stop at its borders. In recent years, Korean culture has spread across the globe, a phenomenon often known as the Korean Wave. What started in South Korea has become a worldwide movement. Today, millions of people listen to K-pop, watch Korean dramas, follow Korean fashion, and use Korean skincare products. Few countries have had such a rapid cultural impact on the rest of the world. Perhaps the most famous example is K-pop. Groups like BTS and Blackpink have helped introduce South Korean culture to audiences across nearly every continent. Their music is streamed billions of times every year, and their influence extends far beyond music alone. Korean dramas have experienced a similar rise. Shows produced in South Korea are now watched by millions of people around the world. Some have become global sensations, introducing viewers to Korean culture, food, language, and everyday life. South Korea has also become a global leader in beauty and skincare. Korean beauty products are now sold in countries all across the world. And many trends that begin in Seoul eventually spread far beyond South Korea's borders. What makes this even more remarkable is how quickly it happened. Just a few decades ago, South Korea was still developing economically. Today, it is not only exporting products and technology, it is exporting culture itself. And that cultural influence has become one of the country's greatest strengths. But despite all of South Korea's modern success, its story began long before K-pop, smartphones, and global entertainment. To truly understand South Korea, we need to look at the history that shaped it. South Korea's rise is one of the most remarkable success stories in modern history. Just a few generations ago, the country looked very different. Following the Korean War, South Korea was one of the poorest countries in the world. Much of the country had been devastated, and millions of people were left struggling to rebuild their lives. Few people could have imagined what would happen next. Over the following decades, South Korea experienced an extraordinary transformation. The economy grew rapidly, cities expanded, industries developed, and millions of people worked to build a better future. Companies like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG grew from local businesses into global brands. Today, South Korean products can be found in countries all across the world, and South Korea has become one of the world's leading economies. What makes this transformation even more remarkable is how quickly it happened. In just a few decades, South Korea went from a developing nation to one of the most technologically advanced countries on Earth. A country known for innovation, entertainment, education, and global influence. Few countries have changed so much, so quickly, and perhaps that is one of the biggest reasons why South Korea feels so unique. South Korea isn't just unique because of K-pop or technology. It's unique because few countries have changed so much, so quickly. The story of South Korea is a story of ambition, determination, and transformation. And that story is still being written today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through South Korea, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more. Until next time.